Yo, what is going on, man? Leo from Geekly Goods is in the house. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform, and welcome to this platform. It's been a long time coming. How you feeling over there, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me, bro. It's always great collaborating with you. And yeah, for Deadpool and Wolverine, man, I can't wait to talk about this one because this was so good.
Man, yes. I know so many people are like, "Yo, what's going on? How'd it go down? What's the word?" Hey, listen. I'm gonna just say, give me a hot take. Just give me any first thing that comes to your mind now that we're out of the theaters and we have gotten a chance to take a look at it. Give me a hot take.
Oh, you want a hot take? You want like
I know. Listen. I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Okay,
I got you on the spot.
Hot take. So, okay, I did think about it. I got a night to think about it.
Okay.
I think I gotta agree with you, man. I think this is the best Deadpool movie because I think this movie allows Deadpool to be the most comic booky with other comic book characters out of all of them. Like we get to see time warp and we get to see variants. We get to see all this stuff without going too much into spoilers. I feel like this is the most comic book movie Deadpool that we get. And I just think Hugh and Ryan are so good together. I mean, they've got dynamite chemistry. I'm like, if they want to bring them back in any sort of capacity, I'm here for it. Even if it's to replace Stan Lee and maybe they're like the new cameos, duking it out through the multiverse. Who knows? I'm down to have these two back on screen together as soon as possible.
Not bad. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. I'm gonna say, listen. Here's my hot take.
Ooh,
this might be the best Marvel movie within maybe the last 2 or 3 years. No. I'm gonna go even deeper. This is a top 5 of all Marvel films.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a top 5. I think it's that good. It's insane. Like it went way above and beyond my expectations. It stuck the landing. Like I can't believe. I was like, yo. Whatever it is that you're thinking that before you go see this theater, it's better.
Yep.
Whatever it is that's going in your head, it's better. It delivered. There's the cameos. Oh gosh, there's a part of me that just wants to be like, and this person, and this my just know you will be satisfied. That's probably my hot take. It's a top 5 Marvel movie of all time.
Wow, top 5.
Top 5.
That is hot. That's a hot one. You know, I think I could put it in the top. I think I could see it in the top 10 somewhere. I got it.
Oh yeah. I think it's not in your top 10. Yeah. But I'm saying top 5. Top 5.
Okay, what are your other 4 above it?
Oh, let's see. Now this is in no particular order. You know me. I love Endgame, of course. I love Black Panther. I love Miles's Spider-Verse 1 and 2.
Okay.
So I'm already like I already ran out of room. That's 4 already.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna take the Spider-Verse away. We just gonna do MCU only.
Just MCU only.
The MCU ones. We're gonna take the Spider-Mans away. So
man.
Left.
Okay, listen. I know this rubs people a lot of the wrong way a lot, man. But I loved Winter Soldier.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah, I love Winter Soldier. I think it's a top 5 for me, man. So that's 3, right? Let me see. What is it? Which one is it? Is it No Way Home? Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the 3 Spideys.
Yeah.
No Way Home, man.
Yeah. So I think off the cuff. Yeah, it's in those categories for me. Okay. I know everybody's top 5 is a little bit different. If it is in your top 5, matter of fact, just give me like 4 other that you think may be a little bit higher than what we just got done watching with Deadpool and Wolverine.
For me, I would say Infinity War for sure. I actually don't have Endgame in my top 5. Infinity War, No Way Home for sure. Black Panther.
Okay.
Captain America: Civil War.
Really? Civil War?
Yeah,
wow.
Civil War, man.
Oh.
That Civil War was just so good.
Civil War was dope, though. Okay.
I love the action in that movie. And I just think, I know it's kind of an Avengers movie. It's like, we all call it the Avengers movie, not titled the Avengers movie. But I think it does have the biggest implication to Cap's story. So I feel like it's a Captain America movie. I put Winter Soldier above this. I put Ragnarok above this. I gotta think.
Ragnarok was good. Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna bubble around in that top 10. I just gotta think about it a little bit. Yeah.
All right, well, let me ask you. Let's jump back into the meat of everything. Where everybody's like, okay, we'll give us something. Let's talk about just Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and just their performance. So whatever it is that comes off the top of your head, be it chemistry or characters, just give me something. Because I'm like, woo. I love it. What were your thoughts coming out of the theater with those two and their performances?
I love this version of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. This is comic accurate Wolverine. So it's not necessarily the Logan we all kind of knew and grew to love through Logan and the X-Men movies. Think of it as almost like a clean slate with that Wolverine character. We get that great yellow suit and he's angry. Like this is an angry Wolverine that we're so used to in the beginning of X-Men, the animated series, in the comic books. Like we've seen this kind of angrier, little bit more feral Wolverine. And I loved getting to see Hugh Jackman actually put himself in those shoes. Because in the early days of the X-Men movies and stuff, they kind of recharacterized that character a little bit. But here it's like, okay, this is full on, straight from the comic book. Feels like a comic book version of Wolverine. So good. Great performance by Hugh Jackman. And then Ryan Reynolds brings back Deadpool fair yet again. But what I love about Deadpool 3 is it does and doesn't feel like the third Deadpool at the same time because you got the two of them. But you also have this journey that Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool has made through the 3 films. I feel like the first one is about romance. The second one is about fatherhood. This one's about belonging and purpose. So I think that this is a cool end to that arc. And I mean, Ryan Reynolds, I want to know how much of this is improvised because I know this man just been off the tongue.
Right. That is a very, very good point. Like the chemistry is so well done. I'm willing to bet there has to be some improv.
Oh yeah.
Like they were just like the camera's running, just hit these key points, go.
Go for it.
Big huge shout out to Todd Stephen Burrows who's in the chat. Yo, thank you for joining in here. I want to make sure we address everybody that's in there. Hey, what's going on, Andrew H? Leo, I didn't know when I was going to see the movie. Schedules have been constantly random week to week, but I'm hoping to see it soon. Listen, you should absolutely go and see this. I think it's going to break some records. I know everybody's looking at Twisters and being like, man, I didn't know Twisters could get down like this. And the Twisters ain't got a chance. It's
Twisters. I feel so bad because it was like they had them a great week.
Yeah.
80 mil. I'm like, okay, that's great for a disaster film. I think it broke the record for the highest grossing disaster film opener. But man, I'm like, them wings are going to get clipped.
Yeah.
And I understand the notion of, okay, this is a PG-13 Deadpool, so you don't want to go for the hard R stuff. You can go for Twister. But man, I'm going to be real. I think a lot of teenagers, parents aren't going to care as much. I think there's going to be a lot of teenagers able to get into this. 15 and up, 14 and up. I'm like, I think you can handle Deadpool. So I don't necessarily foresee a huge barrier of teenagers not being able to see it. Now, the only thing maybe holding it back, Deadpool and Wolverine, is if the audience doesn't love it that much, and I just can't see that happening.
Well, here's the thing: like there are going to be some. You will need to be a fan of the MCU in order to get some of the stuff, you know. And not only are you going to need to be a fan of the MCU, you might just need to be a fan of just Marvel as a company, maybe. I guess it's the best way to kind of describe it, because, you know, this isn't a spoiler. You know, it breaks the fourth wall a lot.
Oh, yeah. So
a lot. And there's going to be some things that, you know, if you've been keeping it up, you're going to have yourself a good laugh, a very, very good laugh. It's very, very aware. I think it's probably the most aware of itself movie out of the 3 Deadpools for me. Like it's hyper aware of itself.
Yeah.
But all the jokes land.
It's not just one little gag here and there. I'm like, this man is like, hey guys.
Yeah. Like,
whoa.
All right. So outside of, you know, just the excitement of just seeing Wolvie, let's talk about action sequences, fight scenes. My quick take is it over-delivered. in a lot of different ways. How are you feeling?
Man, I just feel like Sean Levy got to like really flare this up with his usual kind of action fare in like a rated R setting.
Yeah.
Because I think of like Stranger Things, and I think of what was that one? He had another one with Ryan Reynolds that was on Netflix that had some like pretty good action in it, and Walker Scobell was in that too. Can't remember the name of it, but Project something that's gonna bother me. But anyway, those two did a great movie together, Sean Levy with those two, and I was like, okay, that was a fun, kind of more charming PG. Now that he gets to step outside of that box, it's great to see the playing with blood and gore and how deep this goes in terms of the action. I mean, the choreography is very well done. Yes. Some of these scenes, like if I were to describe to you, and this is in a trailer, Deadpool and Wolverine getting into a scuffle in a Honda. You would be like, well, how is that gonna look? How is that gonna work? It would be tough to set that up with cameras, and somehow they make it work, man. And there's one battle that's just got a long tracking shot to it that's fantastic.
It's legendary. It
has so much flair, and I think this is one of the more balanced action Marvel movies, because I feel like some of them can really front load you with action and then we backload with the dialogue. That was kind of my problem with Shang-Chi, is like they front loaded the hell out of that movie with action. You got about
very good point.
40-50 minutes of just action nonstop. We're at the bus, we're on the building, we're here, we're there, and then it kind of comes to a screeching halt once we got to go back to his home. So I think Deadpool does a great job of balancing the action in and out. Whereas some of the other MCU films kind of struggle with that, where there's like a long lull and no action. Where here, there's action almost all the time. It's very well sprinkled in.
Yeah, I think Shang-Chi was an excellent way of comparing it, because I think Shang-Chi's fight sequences were some of Marvel's best at that time. Time, and still holds. It's still excellent. It's just chef's kiss when it comes to some of the action sequences. But you are right. There is a moment where it does kind of like it'll drag a little bit. That's not the case with this. It's go mode. It's so like make sure you pee before you go, because I think there's like a website where you can go to where it's like, it can tell you like where the best times in the movie to like go.
It's called Go Pee. It's an app.
Yeah. I would love to go to that app and see where it's even listed, because there's not going to be too many spaces. Nope. You're just going to be wrapped into it. Some of the best sequences, and each sequence has some really good variants depending on who's in it. It's not just a repeat of the same sequences over and over again, or the same styles, but yet there's people that have character moves, moves that are, that who their character defines, and they are very well used repeatedly. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, there's some move sets.
Yeah. It's some good stuff. Like, I have a friend of mine who is he's really big into fight choreography. And he always tells me, like, the best fight choreography, he tells a story while the fighting is happening, right? Yeah. And there's a lot of that goes on. There's a story kind of being told of what's happening. Okay, so let's talk about the lulls, the funny parts. Did it meet your expectation? Over deliver, under deliver? Were there people that's funnier maybe than who Deadpool is there? Like, just give me some thoughts on that.
So I feel like if you don't like the Deadpool brand of humor, this might be a little bit better for you, because I feel like while it's still self-deprecating, while it's still very self-aware, I think it's a little bit cleaner, the comedy is, and not necessarily not vulgar. I don't want to say it's like PG-13, because it's not. But I think the delivery, the jokes themselves, I think they're maybe at their best here.
Okay.
They're funny, they're entertaining, and they allow you to be entertained. Man, I had a great time with the humor. I would say 90% of it worked for me. Yeah. There's maybe about 10% in there where I'm like, okay, we're dragging this joke on. But there's a Deadpool gag to where it's like, yeah, I'm going to beat you over the head with this until you get annoyed. There's like a few in there, a few gags and jokes where I'm like, okay, we're dragging a little Deadpool. Maybe we reel it back a little bit. But Otherwise, the comedy is great, in my opinion. If you love the comedy in the first two, you'll love it here as well.
Yeah, I think for me, Ryan delivers. But I think that there's some really good side characters, some really good cameo characters that do their thing. And you will be, grabbing your guts and some unexpected laughs,
right?
That come. Like like I know Childish Gambino's video for Lithonia has been trending because it has a very interesting ending to one of the songs. And I know that's kind of like been making the waves. This Deadpool movie has some laughs that are going to be kind of like that. You're just going to be in a space that you think is safe, and you'll be grabbing your stomach.
So good, man. You like the comedy a lot too?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was right on point. I was just still more surprised of everybody else's humor outside of Ryan Reynolds, because he's going to carry it. And Hugh Jackman just does, like, the buddy drama that goes along with it, their buddy romance, if you want to call it, their bromance. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It works. It sells. It's going to put butts in seats. You're going to leave being like, yeah, that's awesome. Whatever the future of this may or may not be, I had a good time with both of these characters. Yeah,
they're really fun together, and it's the good cop bad cop dynamic always works. And you've got the silent, angry Wolverine, and you've got Deadpool who doesn't stop talking. Just wonderful, wonderful chemistry.
Yeah. Let me see. So outside of like the big, huge, like, obvious answer, like, would you recommend this film? What if you're selling it? What are you selling it on?
I would definitely just sell it on exactly what it is. If you like Deadpool and you like the MCU, you'll love this one. Imagine Deadpool's crazy, over the top humor and style in the MCU, and you get a Deadpool movie that feels more comic booky, maybe even a little more cinematic. Not as small as the first one, certainly not as small and self-contained, but you just get so much here. Like there's a lot that happens. And what's weird is, like, is it weird to say that the story is kind of messy, but in a good way that works for Deadpool? It's like a weird kind of like, dang, this is kind of all over the place, but it works. Yeah. It really works for Deadpool, in my opinion.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. I think if I was selling it, I'd say if you are new to the franchise, you're still gonna laugh. If you've never even ever seen a Deadpool movie forever, you're still gonna laugh, but you are gonna miss a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You're probably gonna miss about half the jokes, maybe. Nah. I say a quarter. I'll say you probably miss like a quarter of the jokes if you've never seen it. I think that if you're just a casual fan of Marvel, you're gonna get maybe about 80%. And if you're just a diehard, I like destroy all things Marvel, you're gonna get every joke in the house, and there's plenty for you to chew on. Yeah. No matter which group you fall into, you're gonna laugh. Well, look, I didn't want to like beat this over the head too much. We're almost like at 20 minutes. Was there anything that you wanted to say regarding just the movie in general? Go ahead, drop that in. Of course, make sure you drop off your socials to everybody that's on this particular channel.
Absolutely. I mean, it was enjoyable, man, from beginning to end. Very entertaining movie. I mean, funny. The action's great. The action choreography is excellent. The cinematography is good. There's just one thing, and I really actually liked Cassandra Nova a lot. I liked the actress Emma Corrin was playing her. I wish we got a little bit more time with the villain, because I feel like she was like in and out, and we didn't really get a lot of her resolve. We didn't really get a lot of her motivation. Like, I understand who she is, and it's a little bit about where she came from, but we're moving so quick through the movie, and she's in and out so much that I'm like, we kind of made her like the typical mustache twirl. I wanted maybe a little bit more, but other than that, I had a good time, man. I'm seeing this again on Thursday. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm definitely going to see it again, and I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get a chance to get our popcorn bucket. So
Right. I'm like, what the heck?
I'm going to get my popcorn bucket. Hey, listen, for everybody that's on the channel, that is on this particular channel, Syntell channel, please check out Leo's channel, Geekly Goods. His Twitter is off the chain. It's mad love. YouTube is solid all the way around. As you can see, he's super knowledgeable about the MCU and just comic book content in general, just good content in general. But you definitely exceed my level of knowledge. That's why I come to you. I'm like, hey, what do you think, man? You know, I feel like I'm coming to the God when it comes to this stuff. So please make sure you head over there, show some love to Geekly Goods on both Twitter and both YouTube as well. Hit that subscription button, subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Thank y'all so much. I know we talked your ears off. I wanted it only be 20. It's at 21 minutes. Let us know in the comments what your hopes and expectations are. And for those that have already seen it, please, no spoilers, because you don't want to spoil this movie. You want to see it this weekend, because once Twitter gets a hold of it, it's a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. All right, that's it for this one. And we will catch you all on the next review. I'll take care.
See ya.